What is up, guys? Wraith here, Grey Bearded Gaming Society. We are at it again. We are still in South Carolina. We're still at the Spires. We've been trying to determine what our next really good hunting spot's going to be. Because while we definitely haven't tacked this spot out, it's one of those spots where it's, from a content perspective, it's a little bit tricky, right? Because I'm just running back and forth to a spire claw and beating up a gnoll. There's not a whole lot to it. Again, the experience is good, the cash is good, but just from a content standpoint, I find it somewhat lacking. I mean, if everybody else is cool with it, don't get me wrong, so am I. I just don't want to bore everybody too much to death. And again, as mentioned before, it's also just that time of year. We got just so much other stuff going on. I don't have a lot of time to do a lot of extra farming. Sometimes I've kind of got time just in droves. But like I said, right about now, it's just too much stuff going on the weekends. But like I said, we're still merrily farming away. Like I said, we're, I don't know, 25-ish, maybe. 25-ish% in the level, something like that. Most of the times we put the pan down on them, but some other times there are a couple that do put up quite a fight here and there and start cracking us pretty good. But our weight's also pretty low, which means our AC is high. So we have a little bit easier time dealing with them. There's not quite as many people out here today as there are some other days, so I'm able to pick off some of the other stray roamers. And I've actually given some thought of, do I want to step inside the dungeon and just see what's going on? But I know it's a real tricky one, because I know that even though it's been a long time since I've actually hunted in there, it's, you start small and then you work your way up. But if you have to try to bail, you'll be training pretty hard, because everything will pile on. Plus, when out here you just have warriors. Inside you can end up with the warriors, rogues, any form of caster you can think of, and then clerics, which would be those could be devastating if one were to get away. We still might do it, just because, reasons. But oh, this guy's got a little dagger. Let's see if because one thing we haven't seen in the area just yet has been a dagger of dropping, which is not super duper common outside. You tend to see it more on something like the caster stuff inside. But Stink has been around the area, and Stink has actually gotten one of these daggers. Yep, that's a dagger of dropping. Because that's been actually one of the things that we like around this area for Stink, is we get these free weapons that proc, and we give them to our pet. So our pet procs daggers of dropping, and our pet procs the gnoll hide lariats. So he just kind of procs the stun. Of course, for Stink, the area, it's quite different, because I just slow them, dot them, and send the puppy at them. So yeah, there we go. Dagger of dropping. Put that in here with our spiffy name blue thing. Like I said, I don't really think they sell for anything anymore like they used to. It's just one of those kind of interesting nostalgia pieces of gear, and slap our men just to put us back up there. But yeah, it's for a pet class, it's fun out here, because you can actually get free pet weapons that proc stuff, so like stuns and weekends and stuff. Again, it's kind of good times. But yeah, like I said, we've considered jumping inside. It's not a super popular dungeon. Kind of never has been, at least even when I played in Classic. It wasn't a dungeon that a lot of people travel to. Honestly, couldn't tell you why. I mean, it's got a, standard-ish kind of spawn time, I think, of about 20 or 22 minutes, something like that, which a lot of dungeons do. Kind of that slower spawn time. But this one has been, so bad in terms of, people visited, that they've cranked up the experience mod, I think, a couple times now. Because I think looking at the wiki here, it's basically 200% is what it said. So that's again, it has some potential, and we're seriously thinking about it, see if we can handle it. What I do remember is, as soon as you get inside, I got the weird double door things. I think the gnolls start in the mid-20s. I'm not sure how they do for us. So we're gonna have to make a decision. Oh, now we got more people running around. I think we've got got like a necro moving around, because this spire's been kind of uncontested most of the time. This one's been, I've been at this one, and occasionally we'll just get roamers and stuff over the edge that I handle. But Anyhoozle, we're going to farm for a little while longer and then try to decide if we're going to do a split paw adventure Let's see how this goes. Stick around for me. All right, gang. So sometimes you speak things into reality. We were sitting out here, we're working on our spire or whatever, and we looked over. The little necro guy was in trouble because he had 2 on him, and we ran over from one side, and Big ran over from the other, trying to see if we could save him. Couldn't quite make it, but then everybody decided to group up, and it looks like we're actually going to go try our luck in Paw. So let's see how this goes. But yeah, that's going to be the thing. So cleric, necro. Let's not a warrior. He's got to be Shadow Knight, right? Yeah, so he's a Shadow Knight. And it actually looks like most folks are a little bit bigger than me. We'll see. And I'm pretty sure, as always, I'm the monkey they're going to want the monkey to pull. But we'll have to see how that goes. Because I haven't been here in so long, I'm not sure. Get off the cleric. Get off the cleric. Save our little newfound cleric buddy. All right, but anyway, we got some people running the cell. We're going to try to work our way inside. We'll check back in when we're setting up and getting some split paw action running. So the cleric and I are goofing around while we're waiting for everybody else to get here. Oh no, she got too close. Anyway, so we've just been goofing off, kind of working on some of the stuff towards the front while we're waiting for everybody else to get here. We think we might have one rooted. With my luck, it'll be the one that I'm not on. Alright, let's see if we can separate them out. Nope, she rooted them on top of each other, so none of them I'm going to be able to do there. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. But yeah, we've got a couple towards the door. They're basically greening to us at this point. So we'll see, now that we got them all nice and separated. Not exactly how I planned it. I always forget, like, if I'm going to try to split, I got to tell other people to clear out of the way because they didn't have enough room. So, but yeah, so we are officially here. It's been the first time I think we've actually been in Paw, aside from running for our lives from something, in a very, very long time. It's, you know, kind of a pesky dungeon in terms of trains, kind of one way in, one way out kind of thing. I remember, you know, 20 years ago, I spent a lot of time in here trying to get the robe for my enchanter, but never was able to get it myself. And I know they changed it. I think on I was reading that they changed it on this server, where instead of spawning once every like day or something, she spawns somewhat more normally and has a placeholder and everything, but still like the slowest spawn in the zone, I believe. All right, so let's go finish this guy off now. Uh-oh. Come on. All right. There we go. Alright, gnolls down. So let's wait for everybody else to get here with us. And we'll check back in when we're actually, you know, doing groupie stuff. Because hopefully our tank will be here ready to tank instead of me trying to do it. Alright, we're here. We're doing stuff. Doing stuff and things. Trying not to... So there's double doors. We're, Our tanky type person is finally actually Hyun. Let's see if he can hold aggro off of us. Because so far... Well, I think outside he was goofing off with a dagger or something too. Now he's got some kind of axe in his hand. And now you just have to watch for the necro pulling aggro, because that's what they do. Alright, so let's see if we can get some stuff split like a good little monkey here. And see if I can break these two up or not. Nope. Alright, that didn't work. So I'll just assist the big guy here. And we'll make this happen. Yeah, maybe I should have told him I was going to split. I don't know. But it's all good. It is all good. Looks like the experience here should be... I mean, it's moving along pretty quick already, just in the few kills that we've done. It just has such a high experience mod in here. I'd actually be curious. Part of me's like, I wonder if I can get away with sneaking my shaman in here and root rotting things to death. Because, man... Oh, what's that? Oh, I don't. There we go. So not used to being with people anymore. I'm not sure what any of the buffs are. All right, but yeah, like I said, we're you know, the experience has been pretty decent so far for the few little kills that we've had. And it's funny that we talk about coming in here. Like, so I've got my map pulled up on the other side, but I have not been in here in so long. I don't remember where anything is. Only thing, like, I vaguely remember, like, the underwater tunnel thing to get to Ishva. That's about it. That's about it. So let's see. What do we got on the other side of this? And can I split things up a little bit? Let's see what the Shadow Knight does, whether he just charges in. We're trying to do monkey things. Come on, separate it up, fellas. Oh crap, they're dispelling me. Ah! Oops. There we go. I did a monkey thing. Where'd our tank go? Oh, there he is. The thing is, all these guys are bigger than me. So the big thing, too, is... I guess these are experience for all of these guys, because they're definitely experience for me. But, yeah, we're gonna, let's see how this rolls. We're gonna try to do some monkey stuff. We're gonna try to get some experience. I did warn them earlier, I don't have tons and tons of time. But, we'll try to see what we can get done. Stick around. Let's roll. And, get some experience. Well, crap. Alrighty then. So let's try to make our way back to South Carolina and see what we can do about getting our body back. So since it's been so long, while I'm running, I was like, this is what happens when I don't have my little magic ring on. I can't see anything. If it's not lit up with a torch, it does not exist to me. So I'm hoping we can get some pretty good set of buffs. Hopefully it's something that includes Ultravision, because it's going to be hard to... it's going to be tricky to get back to things. We're going to run, slap into mobs, not even seeing them. The big thing, of course, is just going to be making sure we can get a sow and a port, and we'll see what happens. Like I said, I feel had a horrible pull. It was bad enough that I got myself whacked, but then the cleric ended up aggroing trying to save me, and what it looks like is most of the group ended up wiping. So yeah, good times. Good times. It's hard work being a monk sometimes. I was just trying to split that room, not a lot of space, and we have no crowd control in the group, so boo. But alright, let's I can see the light of the tunnel. It actually looks like the sun might be coming back up, so we won't be blind forever. But alright, let's see what we can do here. Alright, well, oddly enough, haven't been able to find any ports or buffs or anything for the lowly broken dead. So it looks like we're just going to take the cleric actually like a 0% res. So it looks like we're just going to take a 0% basically just to get a port back to the side. I'm not really worried necessarily about getting the experience back. We're still running the net gain on the day. I mean, we were probably at about 40%. Did you lose about 10% or so, I think, when you kick the bucket? So, I mean, we're doing pretty good. Yes, we lost quite a chunk, but still positive on the day. Let's see if we can't get the body back. So that even at that, I thought that I did. Let's see. Let's all right, so we're consenting the rogue so he can pull my little body back out. And then see how it goes. We'll just take the res, get pulled back over, and pick up from there. So even with that death, so that puts us, we were at 5. Now we're at 4 remaining on the challenge. And we're not as good at pulling as we thought we were. Pulling some of the melee mobs is no problem, but the casters, like we just kept getting stunned. We were constantly getting stunned. We probably should have just pulled out the first time, and then... yeah, we'll see. So let me talk to this guy through where I think my corpse is, and we'll check back in a minute. All right, gang. So we have been reunited with our all of our gear, our corpse. We again, we cannot complain. We were talking earlier about having the adventure in Paul, and we figured out quickly that that's not some place we probably want to try to solo with this particular. And there's a couple spots we could do something, but there's also a really long spawn time. So we'd probably be better off just working on one of the spires. But we're just now coming off of our res effects with 0 stamina. Our hit point regen has been nothing. It'll be a while to get that back. But I think we'll call this one kind of a short one. I think for this week, just because we got a really good adventure in. I was hoping we could have been in there for a little longer than we did. They said the wipe and everything, it took so long to recover from. I lost a huge chunk of my playtime this week, but it happens. It happens. I wasn't able to get a decent port across and a sow and things like that, so I ended up taking a 0% res and just the downtime, and but it is what it is. It's all good. It's all part of the adventure. The tunes are still moving. I think we'll farm back some of that experience with working on one of the spires by ourselves. And again, at the same time, we're still net positive for the day experience-wise, even if we are down, unfortunately, life-wise. But again, that does tell us, don't try to mess around in Paul by myself. So as much as I was thinking about it, that would be a bad idea by myself. Too easy to get ads, too easy to get extras. With that many casters, even feign death sometimes is not all that reliable. But hey, as always, guys, if you like what we're doing, hey, please don't forget to like, comment, maybe smack that subscribe button down below. We do love to hear from people, whether it's in game, whether it's in the chat, whether it's in the posts and the videos. We're looking for that next big adventure, that next great place to go. Reach out and let me know what you guys think. Until then, we will try to farm some stuff back on some spires. So until next time, guys, stay safe, stay distant, timeout. Before I even forget, I know that I will not be in next week for sure. Next weekend. I don't know if I'll get enough playtime this week to get something ahead of that. I got a very, very busy week at work. We'll see how it goes, trying to close out things for the holidays. But I know next weekend I'll be out all weekend as we are going to pick up our new family member, our little puppy that my wife is getting this year. So potentially no video next weekend. We will see how it goes. I'm not sure there's going to be one. But where was I? Oh, yeah. Stay safe. Stay distant. Stay in EverQuest, even if I'm not there. Stay here anyway, because I'll be back. Night, guys.